We need to become better stewards of our money. So this week I did something. I wrote down all my expenses and I wrote down how much I make a month. And I was really shocked to see that I had not saved as much as I thought I would have saved, as we are heading to the end of the year. And I was just talking to God, like, why am I not a better saver? And this is something that I do often. Like, I just try and involve God as much as I can in my spending of even the littlest things. I'm not great at it, but I try my best. And it's like someone out there is praying and they're like, God, I need this, God, I need that. And then he's like, but I've given you everything you need. It's not my fault that you have not been taking care of it properly. Even those little things that we're spending on, some of it is like, do we need this? One thing I have learned this year, even though I have not saved as much as I wanted to, what I have learned this year is the things that you already have are enough to carry you on. Like, let's say these earrings right now, to me they might be like, okay, they're old fashioned, like, oh, that was so last year. But then it's like, what does that even mean? Do I like them? Can I wear them for another 1 to 2 years? If there's no wear and tear, why get rid of it? Like, I'm learning to repurpose and reuse the things that I already have in order to keep more, for anything could happen. And then we come back to God and we're like, Lord, you have not blessed me enough, you've not given me enough. But it's like, he's given us everything that we need. It's up to us to see the opportunities around us and take care of them and ask for his guidance on how to use certain things. Today I want to leave you with a verse that I go to often because it just helps me with my saving and, to do the right thing. Okay, so Luke 16:11-12. So if you have not been trustworthy in handling worldly wealth, who will trust you with true riches? If you have not been trustworthy with someone else's property, who will give you property of your own? And what I love about this verse is it reminds me each and every time that everything I have is not mine. The way I look at even my job, just even this house I'm in right now is all the Lord. He's given me this blessing, and we have to tender to these things and look after them as though he's watching, because, well, he is, but you get what I mean. And the part where it says, if you have not been trustworthy in handling worldly wealth, who will trust you with true riches? And it's like with the worldly stuff, he wants us to take care of those things so that we can be even more abundant. Because the blessing, you know what I'm starting to think? Most times that blessing we're looking for, that breakthrough, is already in the little things that you already have. It's already in your paycheck, honey. The house, the want, the car, everything, it's already in that paycheck. And it's up to you. Another thing that we can do to be better stewards of our money is to not only use it for our own selves, but to also give to the people around us who need it, to give it to causes. And tithing, those things are also major, because when you tithe, you are investing in kingdom wealth. And anything you invest in, it has, it gives back eventually. So that's another way. These days I know it's pretty hard because we're so heavily influenced. We're seeing people, they're living out their dreams. Dreams money just can't buy. About people are buying this, people are enjoying themselves, and it's like we don't know the backstory, we don't know their situation. Someone could have been saving for a very long time to get certain things. Someone might have a really high earning job, but that's because they also have 9 years of school to back it up as to why they can afford those certain things. And it's like about living within our means and being happy about where God has put us. I'm looking forward. Being content. I think another way that helps is just being content with, like, okay, God's given this in front of me, and the rest, I don't need to use it right now. There will be a time for that. But yeah, I just hope this, message helped somebody. You know what? I actually had another good point. I don't know what it is. I'd be having great points until I turn on the video, and then it's like, oh, the points is leaving me. But anyways, let's say that you and a couple other people were the only people on earth, but you never talked about income. You never posted, and you guys all had the same house. You have the same vehicles. You have the same this. You would never actually know what someone else has. But that's because, we constantly have this access to seeing what's going on in other people's lives. I know for me that's the hard thing. I'm easily influenced, and that's not good. Like, not easily influenced in everything, but like if I see something nice, I'll be like, oh, I want that, or I need that. But it's like, maybe you don't. Another thing, I was like, okay, I want to go get my hair done. And then I remembered, I was like, why do you want to get your hair done yet though? Like, do you need to? And it's like, no, I don't really need to. I just want to. But then it's like another thing that you have to use money to actually get your hair done and stuff like that. And the enemy as well, he can confuse us. The other day, a crazy idea came into my head. I'm like, okay, I want to start a cleaning company. But then it's like, you don't even like to clean. Like, I only like to clean my own home, but you could not pay me enough actually to clean someone else's house. Even now, my own dishes, I barely like to cook because I don't like the cleanup process. But in that moment, I was looking at videos, and then I was also ready to invest, and the stuff I was looking at was like $500 that day. So it's like, you could have lost $500 for equipment that you were gonna have sitting in your house that you weren't even gonna use. So that's another thing we can do, just taking more time before we make these hasty decisions about how to spend and where to spend, and calculating investments. Like, is this beneficial? Like, is this what the Lord wants me to do, or do I just have a certain urge to do it? Do I make compulsive decisions and that sort of thing? So yeah, I don't know if I did the intro, but anyways, I'm Best in Love Who, and I make Christian content, and venturing into other things. We're just going with the flow, seeing where God takes us. It is what it is.